Workshop with all the amenities. There's even a little, actually a little wine fridge thing, wine cooler, which we have in here. Ironically, that's all the spare parts that I've accumulated over time, and not just that, but some things I've actually purchased, some things I've actually got from a place that I volunteer. I do volunteer work during the week. Sometimes I now mostly admin their Facebook page, but there's a place called the Tech Shed in Charmwood, and I help them a lot with different things. And this is just other accumulated technology that I've just pretty much accumulated over the years. That's my sister's tiles that she needs to take away. I love my sister though. She does drive me nuts some days, but I still love her though. What is that? That is my workbench. Why am I... Okay, yeah. It's alright, I'm being an idiot. So this is my workbench. You've got the entirety of it. I mean, I've got pretty much the whole entire length of that shelf. So the bottom area there, middle one's all the computer cables, IDE cables, SATA cables, and then over here is my HDMI, all my communication cables, my video cables, everything else. And on the end is my Ethernet cables, so any, Ethernet phone cables, basically anything of that nature. So yeah, pretty much any of those types of things. And then of course I've got work lights right here. This is for working on desktops in particular. I also have what I call my air compressor. As you can see, it's a little mini air compressor that I have there, but it's designed to blow air into the system and clean it out and dust it out. Basically, it's like it is technically an airbrush thing, but you know what? It works for the purpose of cleaning computers. So you know what? Just go. If it works pretty much. That's my whole point anyway, but ideally, that's what you want to do with that type of stuff anyway. I had that anyway, but then I've got a couple of cables and stuff. I've obviously got a couple of power adapters, bit jerry-rigged, but not too bad. And then just in case things catch on fire, I have a fire extinguisher. Never leave home without it. And you know what? Right next to that, I have a fire blanket. Just in case. Over here is my client computer, as I like to call it, where I keep client data and such and things of that nature. It always pays to have it. I will be honest, it always pays to have truthfully, it does always pay to have. And why is that all there? RT streams. No. Okay, close. It's hooked into some of my stuff on YouTube and other things, so no, I don't care about that. Why is it not? Oh, I know why this is not connecting, because I need to reconnect my, I know, it's alright. That's the reason. Alright. Excuse me. Go and grab it. One moment, please. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, found it. Perfect. I've got it. But this is the first time me using this Bitstream app to actually live stream anything that I'm doing in real life, sort of thing. Yes, my nephew stayed here for a few weeks, so he was staying in this bed. Yeah. Yeah, basically he stayed in this bed. Now, we do have a dryer there as well. Technically, it should be mounted in the wardrobe. It should be mounted in the laundry, but we haven't. My dad has not wall mounted it yet, and that's an air conditioner that does work. But my nephews were. There's supposed to be a plug thing that goes in the back of it, because it was leaking out the back, and I wondered why. I know why. Because they took the plug out of it. I kind of got annoyed with them for that. That gave me the shits. But you know what? It happens. Alright, coffee. This is my coffee. I'm good. So yeah. Basically, I'm kind of annoyed with my nephews because I had this whole back area set up. The air conditioner was set up correctly, but my nephews decided to lose the plug that goes in the back that stops it from leaking when the condensation comes out the bottom of it. So I have to go sitting on top of the damn thing, but I'm like, what? No, it's not sitting there. I checked. Family, but they drive me freaking Sometimes with some things. It's not everything they drive me nuts with, though, and that's the honest truth. It's just some things they drive me nuts with. I don't hate them too much, though. Well, I've never hated them. I get annoyed. I know that much. As you can see, this is the workbench, or what I like to call the workbench area. Workbench computer. This is the Beast workbench computer, which does pretty much any work-related thing, any work-related stuff at all. It does, keeps data for clients. I can even do, live streaming stuff from here as well. It hasn't got the best webcam, that's the truth. It's only got like 1.3 megapixel cam or something like that. It's pretty shitty, to be honest. I really need to upgrade that at some point. I know, but hey, it was free. I'm not going to complain if I originally got it free anyway, so... Okay, let me close. So let's see, what else? So this is the specs of this machine anyway. This is one of several machines in the house. I've got my dad's machine, this machine. So this is, it's a AMD FX 6300 6-core processor, and it's got 24 gigabytes of memory. Considering that all that 24 gigabytes of memory that I have in there is actually all cobbled together from reconditioned memory that I've come across over time, that's pretty good considering. So, I mean, put it this way, I could do streaming on this machine if I really wanted to. I mean, the only thing is the graphics cards. What's the graphics card on this? It's a, I don't think it was a major one. It's a basic sort of GeForce GT 630. It's got like 2 gigabytes, I think. Yeah, I think so. Yes, 2 gigabytes of memory. So, I mean, it's not perfect. I purchased that for this, and I mean, yes, it could probably do streaming. It probably could be a streaming machine or reappropriated as that at some point. I'll be honest. But I don't know whether I'm ever going to do that. Look, I might. It just depends on my frame of mind. Anyway, these are 2 extra screens that I got, which these are ones that I actually got these. Both of these were free. These were both free. Didn't cost me a dime. The keyboard is an old keyboard that I had, which I'm a bit of an upgradeaholic. Let me be honest. I love upgrading, so when I upgrade to do something, I just pass it down to the next computer. Or either that or I sell it off. Either one of the two. I either upgrade it, I either pass it on to the next computer or my nephew or my family, or I sell it off to make some money on it. So yeah, what else we got? There's a ton of stuff. But yeah, this is pretty much, this is pretty much all my stuff. Oh, and of course my toolkit, which, I'm with the Boy Scouts motto that you should always come prepared for every situation and every eventuality. So, what have I got in here? I've got my screwdriver sets. I've got a thermometer. It's the temperature outside at the moment. Out of curiosity. Is that what the hell? It's 10. It says 10 degrees if I'm hitting the brick right. Yeah. So yeah, 10.6. So it's 10.6 degrees outside at the moment. That's. Yeah, that's right. 10.4. I think yeah. It's always colder here in the mornings. It always really is. It's like 10:26 a.m. So you got to expect. Is that right? 10:20. Yeah, it's 10:26 a.m. I didn't realize it was 10:26 a.m. I'm sorry. I think I need to adjust the time on that client's computer. It's all right. It's not a problem. There we go. It's actually not too bad. So, anyway, but yeah, I mean, you've got basically this, this is for checking. What I normally do is I'll put this on the heatsink of the computer in question, and I'll check the temperatures, the external temperature of the heatsink, just to make sure that something's not overheating. That's just a good way of checking it. That's a voltage meter for checking motherboards and other things of that nature. Power supply tester. Always, if you're a technician, always have a power supply tester on hand, just so you know if the power supply is working correctly and giving the correct voltages and stuff. These things will only be pre-chipped from China anyway, so, well, some percentage of them are anyway. This is a USB charge tester. It's basically designed to test the amount of charge that a USB is getting through, basically, or how much power is going through a USB port, pretty much. Say you want to know if something can be charged for a USB board and you don't know whether the port's powerful enough, especially if it's an older computer. This can tell you exactly what the voltage is. Voltage, yeah. I was going to say wattage. No, that doesn't make sense. This is thermal paste. You apply this to your CPU pretty clearly. Pretty much, this is probably the cheaper stuff. I myself put, I think it's there, is it? No, it's not. That's not it. And I also have a cable tester for testing Ethernet cables, just in case. Oh, here it is, yeah. So we got this, which is thermal paste, right? This is Arctic Silver. I love Arctic Silver. Generally a good thermal paste to use. Thermal conductivity is very good on this stuff, not to mention the temperature can normally be lower when you use it. I've never had any bad experiences with Arctic Silver, to be honest, in my entire life. So this is a radiation tester. Would you believe? I got it from, it's a bit dusty, but still. I got this from, where the hell did I get this from? I got this from China, I think, yeah. Most stuff I get from China. Like, I can't necessarily, I don't know what times. Normally you put it, okay, I'll actually try and show you how it actually works, but I'm just having my coffee. I won't put that there, I'll put that there. Okay, so, what you normally do with this, you switch it on. Say, for example, let's see, this is a good tester. One of these. Here we go. This is a good example of power boards and things like that. Power areas, lights, microwaves always give off the highest reading of radiation, to be honest. So yeah, these aren't too bad though. Yeah, that's actually true. I put this near a microwave. Fuck, they give off a lot of fucking radiation. Fuck tons. I mean, fuck tons more than most of your average power boards and PowerPoints and stuff. So far, anyway. So what else we got? Put that in there. So we got screwdriver sets, obviously. What else? Then we got in here. This is like just for dusting off and things like that. I'd have a bit of a paintbrush. I mean, I don't use it for painting. I just use it for dusting stuff off. What else? Oh, never leave home without one of these. At least, actually, I do have a couple of things. I have a well, these aren't too bad for looking into computers because normally you can see what's going on, and you can see the inside of a computer, and just, you know, typically, if it's fairly dark in some areas that you're working, because I have a couple of times I've been to people's places to repair computers, and some people don't always have the best lighting. What else? There's, you know, just typical screwdrivers, a bunch of old screwdrivers. They are old, but they still freaking work. So, and what else we got here? This is, oh yes, Allen keys. Don't forget Allen keys. Never ever forget an Allen key, because it can be so handy, especially if you're putting together a chair from IKEA or something like that. Or yeah, no, Allen keys are fantastic. Never forget them. If you forget them, well, you're in deep shit. I've found from personal experience. Oh, this as well. You can put this into a PCI slot on a motherboard, and it does a diagnostic on the system to check whether everything's being read right. I don't know exactly how to use it, but I have a pretty rough impression of how it works and general settings that you can get on it. It's basically supposed to be a debug, and it's supposed to tell you certain settings. It'll tell you if things are working, give you an indicator on the voltages and everything else. I'd probably have to read the manual back on it, but if I remember correctly, you push these buttons and it'll sort of test things out. The BIOS, page settings, you know. And basically, you whack it in the PCI slot of a motherboard. Now, I got that from China too, by the way. That was like $8 or something. Yeah, it was something like that. It might have been a bit more, actually. Might have been like 15 or something. What else we got? Then I think that's a Bluetooth headset. That's a Bluetooth thing. Bluetooth connector. I thought it was a wireless, but no, it's not wireless. That's Bluetooth connector. I haven't had to use one of those for a while. Let's see. Nope. That's it, yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much that's part of my repair kit. That's my main repair kit. Sort of main one that I would use in this workshop at this point. That's right. That's good. As you can see, I've got a few graphics card and other stuff in here. There's always something around a bit. But yeah. Okay. So anyway, for the moment, not doing too bad at all. I just had my client email me. Oh, sorry, text me, I mean. He wants to know when the computer's ready, but it will be ready soon. I'm honestly going to say that it's most likely going to be ready very soon. There's still a couple of things I've got to do on it, but yeah. No, that's pretty good. Okay, so this new streaming thing is working. Alright, I'm going to stop now anyway, and I'm going to get back to that repair. I just got the bit of the sideline part of it to finish anyway, so alright, thank you for watching my live stream, sort of real life and technician stuff that I do. Yes, that is a USB fridge. That's a USB fridge. That's right, yes it is. It is a USB fridge, no joke. Why is it a USB fridge? I don't know. Somebody gave it to me as a Christmas gift. I just plugged it in. It's like, oh, I don't think I've ever put anything in it. I just left it plugged in because I wanted to see if it worked. Alright.